Okay. I feel like I should say this before anything else. This show is absolutely amazing. Okay, we good? Alright, let's go. A sentiment that's been shared by multiple people regarding the show Invincible is that it feels like any character could die at any moment. I can understand why one would say that because Jesus Christ. The ending of the first episode of Season 1 conveys the message that no one is safe, even the Earth's mightiest heroes. Anyone can die at any time and you have to deal with it. Seeing Omni-Man brutally murder his fellow heroes brings a ton of tension to any subsequent scenes with him in them, causing you to stress out about whether he'll take more lives of people he once called friends, without explanation. This rings true especially towards the end of the season, once multiple characters start piecing together what happened to the Guardians of the Globe. I personally found this approach very engaging, and it kept me on the edge of my seat for the entirety of Season 1, hell, even the entirety of Season 2 as well, or most of it at least. But then, I thought about it.
Think, Mark! You'll outlast every fragile, insignificant being.
No one fucking dies in this show. No one important, at least. It's almost like they're invincible. But the vast majority of them very much aren't. But the vast majority of them very much aren't. Even our protagonist, who is named Invincible, is clearly pretty fucking invincible. The sheer amount of absolute beatdowns he's received in his own show, as well as the severity of some of them, is absolutely insane. But, I mean, he's the main character, he can't just die. They'd have to rename the show to, never mind. But then who does die? Well, in the entirety of Season 1, the characters that die that aren't either background characters, villains, this random ass motherfucker, or just aren't that important in general, are as follows. It's the Guardians of the Globe, without excluding the Immortal, as I've mentioned. And that's it. Even if you count the villains, the list then becomes the Guardians of the Globe minus the Immortal, one of the Mauler twins, this Furnace, this guy, and Kursk. And that's it. If you want to be real fucking annoying about it, you can count every single copy of Duplicate since she feels every death or something, but I am not counting that because I don't look like this. Oh, but what about Donald? He's alive, dipshit. It is revealed in Season 2 that Donald Ferguson is back to life, but as a cyborg. Well, a robot with a human brain, and that's really it. He might be a little mentally unstable, but he's alive nonetheless, so fuck you. Oh, but what about Season 2 then? Fucking nothing. The lack of deaths is even more egregious this time around. So let me break this down for you, okay? Alternate universe deaths the alternate universe deaths in episode 1 of Season 2 don't count because I said so. We're never gonna be seeing these alternate realities again, I guarantee you, so these deaths might as well not have happened, the story would be the same for it. The original body of Rudy, or Robot, that's fair enough. It appears I have made a mistake. That was actually Season 1. So, yeah, that's one more death there. That's the only death of an important character that isn't evil. But then again, he's alive and well at the same time in his brand new body, so, I don't know. There's the Blue Man group, summoned by Angstrom Levy, and then there's while we're on the topic, the thousands of Angstrom Levy clones are a bit weird because the Angstrom Levy is definitely a pretty important character, but his clones are just kind of there. I would argue their deaths aren't really that important, but they do die, kind of, but also don't kind of die at the same time, since their physical bodies get fucking exploded, but all their conscious get merged together, both knowledge and memories, hence the fucking Omega Brain. However, he does then get absolutely murdered by Invincible in that season finale, and side note, he absolutely fucking deserved that shit. And then And then came episode 5. Here's what happened. After all the strongest members left Earth to deal with the Sequid invasion, the motherfucking Lizard League attacked the Global Defense Agency headquarters. Only 3 Guardians remained on Earth and could deal with the threat. Duplicate, Rexplode, and fucking Ant-Woman. I don't know, bro. It's so forgettable. I don't remember her name. Long story short, they kinda got their shit kicked in. By basically one member of the Lizard League. This big fucker. At first, each Guardian was dealing with one lizard person, and Kate was getting absolutely rolled, like holy shit. That matchup was really unfortunate, but I mean, none of them were fit to fight that giant, let's be real. But yeah, she got destroyed. Following a struggle to get away and save herself after being grabbed by the big-ass lizard man, the last 2 Kates got grabbed again, and fucking put back together into one the hard way. First proper death of the show. Then, Ant Lady killed the guy she was fighting, which fucking hell, it took her way too long. Like, why didn't you do that shit to begin with? Anyway, she then tried to do the same maneuver to the big fella. He didn't just let it happen though, oh no. He grabbed her out the air and... Now, if you have a brain, you know that swallowing something or someone that can rapidly expand in size is a very bad idea. Because, you know, boom. Very obvious strategy. It's what I was thinking, it's what the characters in the show were thinking. However, it turns out this guy is just a fucking monster, because he just tanked that shit. The woman expanded to her full size inside of his fucking throat, and he took that shit. He literally cracked his back and broke every single bone in her body. Yet she's fucking dead. It was chilling. Fucking goosebumps, bruh. That just left Rex against this fucking beast and the sharp finger lizard. But first I have to tell you something. I didn't really like Rex. I'm pretty sure no one liked him. He was a bit of a dipshit for the entire show. But after this episode, he became the absolute fucking GOAT. He got absolutely beat up, kinda rolled, not gonna lie. But he managed to win with the lizard woman, and then started absolutely cooking this big fella, or at least for a minute. Fortunately, this motherfucker is really stupid with putting shit in his mouth. First the Ant-Woman, which he got lucky on that one, but this time, he bit off Rex's hand while he was holding his last little coin, and it exploded in his mouth, ripping his head apart. So yay, Rex won. Well, not really, because then Rex gets snuck up on by this absolute bitch. Uh-oh, episode over. If you're not convinced Rex is the GOAT after that, kill yourself. This was definitely my favorite episode at the time. It was so fucking exhilarating, and the deaths of Kate and the other one invoked a similar feeling as the first episode of the show. That being, holy fuck. I was hoping Rex was gonna get saved by someone though, and ooh, that cliffhanger made me fucking livid. So I wait a week. And what do I come back to? Bang. Rex is dead. Man, after all that, in the last episode, I was starting to think he was invincible. So I was like, damn. While it was a shame to see these characters die, especially Rex after, you know, all that, it still felt right. So I continued watching, adrenaline pumping and shit, Squid Invasion or something, blah blah blah. But then, it cut back to King Lizard in the GDA base, making demands and being a dickhead. And suddenly, Rex got up. I gasped. I rose in my chair. I said to myself, no fucking way. And then I smiled like a dumbass while watching Rex pummel this motherfucker to death and back. Oh yeah, Lizard League, 4 more deaths. The emergency medic security team or something barge in while Rex is still stomping the shit out of the Lizard King. They look at him terrified and ask him, bro, are you good? And Rex deadass goes,
why would you? That's a weird question. I'm fine. You know me. I'm practically...
Yeah, that's why I was edging you with that invincible gag. I just had to give it to the GOAT, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, that Rex fight from last episode and this one was the coolest fucking thing I ever seen, dog. And he collapses on the ground. Fair enough. But then, something else happened.
Jesus.
Are you fucking kidding me? How? That's all I'm asking. How the fuck is she alive? It might be starting to sound like I hate this character, but I really don't. I mean, I don't like her either, but if she had shrunken inside of him or something, I'd be like, okay, that makes some sense, I guess, but this? First of all, she got all her fucking bones snapped, dog. I heard it, I fucking saw it. And second, she was just swimming in stomach acids with close to no oxygen for like, you know, a good while. And this guy was moving and shit, like moving a lot, so she was just in there getting scrambled like a fucking egg. She just fucking plops out of his headless corpse. Make it make fucking sense. Okay. Got a little heated there. Shit, I mean, I guess Duplicate's still dead, right?
Immortal?
Are you Alright, on a real note, I'm not as mad about this one because, I mean, it is perfectly logical this time around. Fuck, the situation in general is just disappointing, you know? With this woman especially, it feels like that they made and released episode 5 with the plan to kill off the character, but then changed their mind when making episode 6. Although it's possible that they're just following what happened in the comics. I don't know, I ain't read them. But if so, I wish they had strayed just a little this time around. It's like the writers wanted the tragedy of a character's death in their show, but without the sacrifice of, you know, having to kill the character. They weren't willing to pay the price that comes with these sorts of things. It's like that time in The Walking Dead where they pretended to have a character eaten alive by zombies, but he was actually fine because his body was shielded by the body of his friend, and the zombies ate that and left him alone, which was the stupidest shit. People really didn't like that, but on this I'm seeing people on both sides. Some say she shrunk while inside of him, but like, did she? Like, even if that would then mean she was drowning in stomach acids instead of just like, you know, what's the word? Brooding? I think? Hold the fuck up. Fuck it. Instead of being partially submerged in them, and still no oxygen, so fucking ridiculous nonetheless. But hey, it's all just a bit of fun. I absolutely love the show, like everyone else. Hell, I've done a fair share of glazing in this video, despite the main topic being a criticism I had. And now, we wait 2 years for season 3. Fuck me. Alright, video done. You can go now. Bye bye.